Hi, guys. I am so excited to talk to you today about Facebook audience insights. So, this is a topic that I think is really important because Facebook launched audience insights a little while ago. And interestingly, not a lot of people use them and not a lot of people know about them. So, today I'm going to change that for you. And we're going to look at audience insights. And what I want to share with you today is what audience insights are, how they work, and what you can discover from them. And specifically, you'll learn how to learn about your fans, you'll learn how to learn about your target audience, and you'll learn how to find audiences that are appealing to you that you may want to advertise to or connect with by using audience insights to discover a little bit more about your target audiences. So let's dive in and take a look at how this works. So as we take a look, what you'll see is I have Facebook Business Manager opened here. And within Facebook Business Manager, this should look familiar to you. I'm in my Bootcamp Digital page. I'm going to click on Pages and choose Audience Insights under the Plans section. And again, Audience Insights has been around for a while, but not a lot of people use it. And what I really feel about Audience Insights is that it's a really great discovery tool to learn about both your fans, but also the people on Facebook. And it will blow your mind what you can learn. So let me show you instead of keep hyping it up. So over here on the left, you can create an audience using this panel right here. So I can say, well, I want to learn about people in America. Maybe if I think of Bootcamp Digital, maybe I want to learn about people from 25 to, let's choose 55. And I can choose the gender. And now here I can choose an interest. So in this case, I'm going to say social media. So now I'm looking at people, and actually let's get a little more specific. Let's change it from social media. I mean, they're on Facebook. Let's do social media marketing. There we go. So now I'm looking at people within the United States between 25 and 55 who are interested in social media marketing. Now, as I choose my audience over here on the left, what's going to happen on the right is Facebook is going to give me the information about the audience that I've selected. So, for example, you can see here, now I've pre-selected the age to be 25 to 55, but I can see the age groups of the people interested in social media. So let's actually just get rid of the age and go back to 18 to 65 plus, just so you can see how this works a little bit better. So as a starting point, Facebook will show me the ages and genders of all the people interested in social media marketing. And I can see in the United States, there's between 2 million and 2.5 million monthly active people interested in social media. So now I can see their gender, I can see their relationship status. So interestingly, they are 22% less likely to be married. And they are a little more likely to have a college education. Then as I start scrolling down, I can start to see the job titles that they have. And what Audience Insights does here is it shows me how much they over-index versus average. So you can see here on average, 33%, or sorry, on average, 26% of Facebook users have a job that involves sales, but 33% of my target audience has a job that involves sales. You can see foods and restaurant is popping. So this is going to show me how my audience compares to the average population on Facebook. So this is pretty cool, but there's more. So here's where I think it gets really interesting is when you start looking at page likes. What Facebook will show you is the types of categories that these people like, and then the top pages within them. So here I can see the top things that they're interested in. So Blue Apron, attention, National Geographic India. It's a little interesting. Anyways, I can come in here and start seeing all of the different things that these people are interested in. And so I can see, you know, Gary Vaynerchuk is interested for them. They like kind of nerdy stuff, PBS. So I can start looking at the audience a little more here. Then over here, I can actually see the top pages that these people like. So now I can see the top pages that are liked by the people within my target audience. And it's not the top pages, it's the pages that they're more likely to like than the average target audience. So let's say, for example, on average, 10% of everyone loves Justin Bieber on Facebook. Well, that might make it the most popular fan page, but if within my target audience, maybe 7% like it, it would actually show up as a negative affinity because people in my target audience are less likely to like Justin Bieber than the general population on Facebook. So this is all relative to the general population on Facebook. Anyways, I can come over here and say, well, what if I just want to understand how the women behave? What do the women like specifically who are interested in social media marketing? And now I'll see, Zappos is showing up, Amazon Fashion. So now I can start to see what about women. Now I can get even more specific here, right? So I started with just social media marketing, which is pretty general, right? Maybe I want to get a little more specific. What if I look at people who are interested in Social Media Examiner? So Social Media Examiner is one of the top publications. Now I can see people who like Social Media Examiner within the US. It's 350 to 300,000 people a month. They're much more likely to be female. Interesting. So that's already giving me an insight. I can start to see their job occupations more likely to be management, more likely to be sales. Likely to be involved in arts, entertainment, sports, and media. And then I can come over here and start to see their page likes. So what are the top pages that they like? And I can see the authors that they're interested in, the public figures that they like. So now for my business, let's say I want to start targeting people for social media. I could actually target people who also like maybe Murray Smith or Marie Forleo or all these other people. I can see the top TV show they like. So maybe if I wanted to do a pop culture tie-in, I would think about Shark Tank because I know that Shark Tank is really popular with my target audience. I can also see some of the most popular services, Digital Marketer, Amy Porterfield, Female Entrepreneur Association. So now I can start to really learn about the people that I probably want to reach. Because if they're reading Social Media Examiner and they want to stay up to date in social media news, they're probably also a good target audience for me. So what you can start to see is that by playing with this and thinking about different creative ways to look up your target audience, you can really learn a lot about your audience. Whether you're using this on Facebook or somewhere else, in either case, it's giving you a lot of information and a lot of insights that you can use to think more about how to create great content or even who your target audience really is. I know one of the things that I often struggle with is just really defining who are those people I want to reach. And this is a really powerful way to do it. Now, something else that you can do is, and you can layer interests, multiple interests, but something else I could do is I could look at people who are connected to Bootcamp Digital. And so I can come in here and see the top pages. It's just taking a second here. Let's get rid of the location. So now I can look at within Bootcamp Digital. Let me just get rid of all the targeting and start again. I think it's just having a little bit of a hard time resetting here. But essentially what I can do is I could look at, I'll just reload here to make it easier. But what I can do is I can start looking at all of the people who liked Bootcamp Digital. So if I have a big fan base, I can start looking at all the people who've liked my page and start getting information about them. So if I come down here we go, and look at Bootcamp Digital. There we go. Oh, and it's of course not loading because I'm doing a demonstration, but you typically can get information about the people who have liked your page. And this is really interesting because now it gives you a lot of info. Let's see if I can do it for chrisandnair.com. But no, I can get a lot more information about my specific fans. What other pages do they like? What other things do they like? And I can consider using that in targeting as well. So as you can see, Facebook Audience Insights is a real cool tool that you can use to learn more about your target audience. And I only did a little bit of segmentation in this demonstration. You know, we just did some quick interest analysis, but I can come down here and I also can look at by language, relationship status, education. I can look by job. I had job title, business selected. I wasn't getting anything. But I can start looking at all sorts of different areas to learn more about my audience. So you can see here, if I look at Bootcamp Digital, our audience on Facebook is primarily male. I can look at the other pages that they like to learn about them. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that your audience on Facebook will also be indicative of an ad strategy that you may have used. So for example, if I'm targeting men with my ads, then my audience will be more male. It doesn't necessarily mean men are more likely to do business with me or buy my products. It's a little bit of an output of how I have run my ads and built my audience over time. So just something that's kind of worth thinking about. But as you can see, there's a lot of additional opportunities for you to really get to know your customers, get to know the people that you're reaching. And as you refine your audience, Facebook will show you how big that audience is. So it also gives you an idea of how big the audience is that you want to address, so you know whether or not it's a suitable target audience. I think Facebook Audience Insights is a game changer and a very, very powerful tool for all sorts of businesses to use. I think you can look at using Facebook Audience Insights specifically for your business, but you also could use Facebook Audience Insights to just, research your target audience better. Even if you're not on Facebook, you do need a Facebook account to access it, but it's a really powerful way to learn about the audience and start making content that they like more, and even adopt an overall marketing strategy that's really relevant to them by learning more about them. So there's my quick overview on Facebook Audience Insights. I hope that it was helpful for you. Thanks for watching, and best of luck learning about your customers with Facebook's Audience Insights.